Today I'm with Erica. Erica, the first time I met you was November of 2021, so it's been over a year since I met you. How have you been since then?
Pretty good. Just staying out here, fucking, in the sun, trying my hardest, be my best, and all this, stuff. Just trying to stay, close to myself, like, better my thoughts and, non-drugs and alcohol times to just become peaceful with myself and my life and pretty much hurry up, to understand the decency of respecting, learning and growing, the difference between being in a home and not being in a home and, applying all that to myself to be better off wise than sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, not no, it's like stuff like to keep myself, pretty much like alive and well, like the difference between like so many times a day and food in my mouth and rather than like some and hungry the next day, like looking ugly and I shower every day and things like that, be like happy, like take into, part that when you have a home to, have some dignity to keep it, like some kind of, to remind myself like why should being at home rather than being in 60, even though it might be fun to be drunk or whatever. Festivities, a home is always better than to go to the mall, you know what I'm saying? Like, but even buy the best shirt there is, stuff like that, shit like that, it's just why is something so important in life? You wouldn't think it mattered, but it does, you know what I'm saying? Because here in the streets, it's not the same as you would think when you're at home. Like, oh, go to shelter, it's not a home, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference a lot between, the dignity of like the pride you hold in your life, up to, trying to appear and, you know what I'm saying? Like the lie and the truth and all that matters and everything else, it's like, why suck up a beer when you could just, freshen your mind with a, fresh thought and like hold it in like a true person does and instead of walking out funny and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like why be delivered to some bullshit, walk straight, you know what I'm saying? For yourself, at least for ourselves, more, alive, you know what I'm saying? Like, or spiritual,
So,
and sitting out and like being non-spiritual, so it's just something to keep myself strong, as well my faith and my spirit, whatever, mind and body, because I do love my family, whatever, my grandma's most, and we're not kids and there was somebody else like my uncle. It's my heart, but becoming strong is just better, I don't have to live with all that elaborate whatever, it's like if I say something I mean, it's like, but I don't, it's not just, it's like be justified, like be clear, it's like I'm being honest or I won't be honest, it's like I'm honest, and being at home is like everything, to my life rather than sitting there then, and just like thinking like what, it's like it already passed shit. Like kind of people like just pick up and walk the next day, and just make it better, it's like at least I had the liberty to, the difference between, I did it and I didn't do it, like I don't walk with it, I didn't do it, I'll be honest, I didn't do it, and instead of dumb, and just lying and shit, it's like seriously, like at least I have the balls enough to courage to say I think I did do it, I didn't do it, and be honest about it, just not to put the best on someone else or rest aside the, truth and some, I know I didn't do it, and stuff like that, because only lies the truth and the honest truth, like the dignity and pride to know that the difference between it all, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't, purposely place myself here. I didn't think the next day I would be homeless, but I'm homeless, you know what I'm saying? Like, the truth prevails, like what they say, the truth prevails, like it just sets free, is like the insecurity of being honest and saying I'm sorry, or being dishonest and saying like the words I don't give. I don't like to write like that. Like, I don't give. Like, in other situations, to say I don't give. I'm sorry, but I can't. Take a lot of shit. You know, it's like so much is behind, so much pressure. Like, you know, it's like, why elaborate some bullshit over the truth when you could just simply say, you know, and it's like, sometimes you like grow extra, it's like, I cannot stand it, I can't take it, I can't. And the person's just right there in your face all day. It's like, at least in your home, you don't have to be in somebody else's face all day. You can be on your own face, you know. And they just don't.
Erica, have you talked to your family? Have you seen your family since last time I talked to you?
I tried to talk to my family, but they didn't answer the phones, and it's like, case closed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't have anything to be like, insecure, I know so now I expect them to pick up the phone all the time, but for the first most time, like, they always pick up the phone, they always care. Regardless of where we're at in life or what we place or where's among us, like, they always say something happy. And for me to get to a phone and give for myself was the first thing, to say hi every day. And I sell my phones, like I said, but then you have the days where you can't get a hold of them. You're pretty much stuck, like, I feel like that, regret, shit like that. That's just off to growing on your own, But like I said, you only grow so much to know so much, and it's like, but like another time,
Yeah. What are you drinking?
211 Still Reserve.
It's a what?
211 Still Reserve.
Okay. And have you reached out for any help from a treatment center, a shelter, anything at all?
Yeah, I go to CAS sometimes, and I use the phone over there when I can. And I call one or two places and keep myself, conversation of this every day. If I do stay there, and then try catching on things I do need to do. And all this good stuff, pretty much backs up a lot of stuff that pretty much I can do and keep it in life. But, it's good. But,
How do you stay safe out here, Erica? It's dangerous.
I just sit there and what is it? The front of the end, front thing on the end.
And any goals, any plans for this year? Anything you're trying to do different?
Get more sober. How myself get more sober. Because I know depression or whatever, liquor takes it, but getting sober is like the best part of life. It's like, like getting completely sober and be able to walk in my own skin and not be all like, high or drunk, like, I don't have to like face this kind of things or problems, It's like when we working out at home,
So you want to get sober this year?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all the way sober this year, go back home.
So you're always welcome to go back home as long as you get sober? Is that the...
Yeah.
Okay. You've done it before?
Yeah, I tried.
Okay. It's really cold out here. It's do people bother you out here? Like men approach you or anything?
No, nothing.
People leave you alone?
Yeah, they leave me alone.
Okay.
They talk to me sometimes, we say hi, everybody, kick back and get high or drunk, scream at each other or shit like that. But I'm always going to walk away because I don't, especially myself like that.
Yeah. And what's going on with your nose? Is your nose okay?
A little bit fucked up, but hurts.
Your nose hurts a little bit?
Yeah, it's just.
So Erica, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. I really appreciate having a conversation. I'm glad that you're still out here surviving, doing the best you can to get sober. I hope that very soon you reach your goal of getting sober and returning back home, okay? You have full control of that, so please really consider it, okay? Bye, Erica.
Right.